What's up guys, I'm Ikea and today I'm going to show you how to create some art out of these. I've started with the idea to hook up some light stands and gear on the ceiling with simple, clean design. For my studio, it didn't make sense to buy some regular light stands because they are too bulky and heavy for my plasterboard ceiling. Plus, I was chasing for a clean design without cables. I'll share with you why I've chosen these Ikea rails and how I built the light stands, aka pantograph, but not last, the simple and professional light for my acoustic wall. If you like this content and you want to see more projects like this, hit subscribe and make that possible. First of all, the rails are cheap and the installation is really easy. It would only take you a few minutes per piece. The big advantage is that you have electric power on them and that can be used in so many ways. I've enjoyed this installation. It was like a small puzzle. It took me a total of 4 hours for 9 pieces. You can get creative with the connection between rails, and some black paint never seems to look bad, even on a wet ceiling. I left a link in the description with some quality sprays that I've tested and seems to stick better on the rail surface. As a short history info about this light stand, is also called pantograph. This was invented in 1603 and the main purpose was to copy and scale diagrams. Later on, used on trams, doors and light stands. I found this design sparkling and inspiring. For the light stand, I purchased a flat metal band of 4mm thin and 2 cm wide. Every piece of metal is 30 cm long, and if you stick together 12 pieces, you'll get a maximum spread of 1.3 meters and the minimum spread is 40 centimeters. I choose hex screws because they look awesome on the front view and butterfly screws on the back for tightening them up fast when they get loose. I recommend cutting the metal band with a meter saw, but I use an angle grinder just to use the most basic tools for the job. All pieces should be exactly the same dimension in order to slide perfectly, so give it some time. I would sand them very well because might hurt you on those sharp edges when sliding. A smooth surface is always welcome and make sure to clean the rust before painting them. The paint will stick better if the surface is well cleaned. For the holes, I use a high quality 5-star gel to save time. It would be very important that all holes be in exactly the same position for a perfect slide. Now let's assemble this together. In order to slide perfectly, we need a front line and a back line on assembling. It is mandatory to use a washer on every wrist because that will not allow pieces to touch and scratch the paint. As a time management, I've spent 1 hour on cutting, 1 hour of drilling and 10 minutes on sanding. Painting both sides and drying took me another hour. For 4 pieces, somehow I spent 2 days of work with Home Depot trips. Here is the most important step. If you stick this light stand on a single point on the top, you must customize the last 2 pieces around 30% shorter in order to slide. If your middle pieces are 30 cm long, the last long pieces are 23 cm. That will allow us to tighten the angle in order to make the slide from one point. I use these rail stands made by Ikea for 2 reasons. Because they have power supply for the gear and lights and the lock system is really strong. Also allows me to stick my pantograph to rail. The lampshade is also from Ikea. The design is simple and the shape works really well with the light stand from my point of view. It was white and I turned it all black because I didn't want any light to bounce from inside. The warm light on a black surface looks awesome to me. This system works perfectly for my microphone as well. I can put it wherever I want for different shots, because the rails are strategically installed for multi-use. It can be used as a shotgun or as a voice-over microphone in just seconds, which helps a lot not having tripods and boom arms all over the place. Also, I have electric power and I can charge my Tascam and my microphone to make sure that I'm good to go every time, in studio or outdoors. Some other cool thing is that I can hang a camera with a monitor for a top view shot or just a regular frame in seconds, which is a time saver for sure. I don't have to worry about cables or any other things because everything is connected to rail power, and that for me it's a clean and functional space. Regarding the headlights for my acoustic wall background, I found some modifiers that works perfectly. The installation is fast and simple and no more than 2 short screws are needed. 3 temperatures are available on my Ikea Tradfiri GU10. I have cold, white and warm, which is okay. You can go with Philips Hue GU10 and have a full range control of light, but the price difference is too high for that. I have an iPhone on my desk all the time for light control because I'm always shooting with natural light and I need some adjustments. My headlight is also placed on the rails and that makes the system even more efficient. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this project. It was meant to make things a lot more simpler. Maybe you find a place in your home or in your studio for an item like this. In my next project, I will make the perfect teleprompter. If you have any idea how to improve this pantograph, or if you have any other questions, use the comment section down below and don't forget to have fun.